Hello guys, and welcome back to Treetop Adventures. As you can see, the plaza is a little crazy right now because today is Festivale or festival, however you want to say it. So that's what today's video is going to be about. That's not what I wanted today's video to be about. I wanted it to be about going around my island and talking to all of my villagers so that way you guys could get a look at how they are, what they say, what personality traits they have, and everything like that. So sit back and relax while we go through what I did for this video. The first thing I did was I did end up going up to Hazel. She is so cute. Her catchphrase is uni-wow, and my cousin said that is because she has a unibrow. She is talking about how she can't get any blue feathers, so I basically agreed that I would go around and search for them for her. This took me forever to do. I went around like my entire island searching for these blue feathers, and I could not find any anywhere. All I could find were green ones or purple, basically the color that I did not need. As you can see, this part of my island, the upper parts up here, are pretty messy just because I don't know what to do with them, so I haven't just cleared them up and the wildflowers have just been going and going. But here I did catch a green feather. While I was looking for the blue feathers for Hazel, I was basically kind of just picking up the shells around my beach just to kind of kill time, and so I didn't have to like go round and round and round in circles, kind of just wait for the blue feathers to come to me. While I was walking around trying to find Hazel's blue feathers, I found her dancing in the museum's doorway, which was really weird, but kind of funny. While this is not a blue feather like I needed, it's a feather, and so I decided to just grab it, just because why not? I continue running around trying to look for Hazel's blue feathers, and I cannot seem to find them anywhere. Still running around trying to find Hazel's blue feather, and I come across her and I tried to talk to her, but completely missed, which was kind of funny. She's basically telling me to not let anybody judge me, do what I want, be you, don't care about what anybody else thinks about you. Now after that, I finally find a blue feather. I screamed while I was playing. I was like, oh my god, I finally found a blue feather. I was so happy that I finally found at least one out of the 3 that I needed to get. I then got this purple one, as you can see here. Purple is my favorite color. Just a little BT dubs. I now continue looking for the 2 other blue feathers that I need to get for Hazel. At this point, I am frantically running around my island trying to find these 2 feathers. And long behold, there's the second one. I was so very happy. Jumping back to the beach, there's Hazel again. She kind of stayed in one spot, which that's actually where my house used to be. If you want to check out my house tour, it's actually my first video that I have on here. I will go ahead and link that in the description or at the end of the video. Here is a purple feather that I caught while I'm still trying to look for Hazel's last blue feather. And there it is. I struggled to get it. As you can see, I could not get it. And then I finally got it. I felt so very accomplished that I have finally gotten all 3 of Hazel's feathers. Now it was time to go find Hazel, which luckily she pretty much stayed in the same spot. So it wasn't super hard to find her. There she is. This time I did not hit her with my net or try to hit her with my net, but she was very happy that I got her blue feathers for her. And in return, I got purple feathers. Yes, so happy about that. I love purple. Basically, after this, I found out that if I went up and talked to any of my villagers, whatever color they were wearing was the feather that they wanted. So if I had that on me, they would ask me for it. And I would always just give it to them. But I'm very happy that I got all of Hazel's blue feathers because Hazel is just absolutely adorable. So for celebratory reasons, I decided to dance in the plaza. After getting all the feathers for Hazel, when I went around looking for more feathers to give to Pave, I found them really quickly, and I was really mad. The thing about giving the feathers to Pave, you would get something in return, like for the festival, but the process was so long. He would dance and just keeps talking about himself. Like, he says his name over and over again, as you can see. I did really enjoy the things that he did give you. For example, you can see I have a purple stage and drum, and I found out that whatever color feathers you give him will give you that like another item, but in that colored feather. So I basically started going around and just collecting as many feathers as I could. I didn't get all of the feathers, so I'm probably gonna hop back on later to try and get everything that I possibly can. But here you can see Hazel dancing on the stage, and it was so adorable. I remembered that I was given a DIY to make a rainbow feather. And as you can see, it basically just takes one of each color that there is. So by collecting all of the colors, you can go to a DIY workbench and make a rainbow feather. So I wanted to find out what would happen if I did give him 3 rainbow feathers. I already had all of the other feathers in groups of 3 that I needed. So this is basically just me hunting around for a green feather, which is why I passed that blue feather that was up in the left corner. Luckily, getting this green feather, it didn't take me as long as I thought that it would take me to find, but I did miss it the first time. Yeah, this is why I don't really catch that many bugs. I got like a little present I shot down, so I just opened that up real quick, and now I'm gonna go inside of my house so I can make those 3 rainbow feathers to see what will happen. Again, if you did not watch my house tour video, I really recommend that you go watch that. It'll explain why this first room is so very empty. Now I'm going to really quickly make these 3 rainbow feathers. After I made the feathers, I went back to the plaza to give him the rainbow feather. He was actually very, very excited when he found out that I even had like a rainbow feather in my pockets. And when you give him a rainbow feather, he dances around even more than he did before. And I think one time when I gave him a rainbow feather, because I gave him quite a few, he was like, oh my god, like, let's dance. He danced, and then he was like, I need to dance again. I actually gave him 2 rainbow feathers here, and then he asked me to bring him 3 more. And so I did. Luckily this time I didn't have to make them, so I didn't have to get that many feathers. I was able to just go around and catch them. They were kind of just magically there. I gave them to him and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna give you like the most amazing gift ever. I forgot what it was, but I think it was something that I already had, just in a different color. At this point I was done trying to find feathers, but I really wanted to get more things from the festival. And when we go into my inventory, you can see how many things I already have from the festival. I think all of those leaves but one was something from the festival. I did also go end up selling those shells to get more money, and those turnips. I didn't do the whole, oh, how much are turnips? I just sold them. I didn't really care. I threw some confetti with the villagers that were hanging out in the plaza. Obviously this is not all of my villagers, but I danced around with them for a little bit, celebrating, being happy, spending time with them. That pretty much sums up the whole video. This isn't what I wanted to post today. I wanted to do something else, like I said in the beginning of the video. This was definitely a lot of fun, being able to go do something else that I hadn't planned, doing something new, not knowing what it is, considering I've only had Animal Crossing for a few months. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it and running around my island. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Bonk.